Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny and today I'm going to be doing an eye look with the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. I got this palette, I think it was last holiday season. That this palette was released, and Lorac recently brought it back to Ulta for a limited time, so I wanted to get a look out just in case you were on the fence about buying it and you wanted to see the colors and stuff. I also did a blog post initially when it first came out, so I will link that post down below just in case you're interested in seeing swatches. I did swatches of all of the colors. I did a different look than I'm going to do now, so if you wanted to see a second look, you could. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and then I tight-lined with the It Cosmetics, Tug No More waterproof eyeliner. To set down the primer, I'm going to take this shade, the very first shade, Pink Cream. I'm going to just put this all over my lid. Taking a fluffy brush, I'm going to go into the shades Tan and Toffee. Just kind of take both of them and put that in the crease. These shadows do kick up a lot of powder, but it's because they're so finely milled and soft. But they do blend very, very nicely. I recently did a tutorial and review of the Beauty and the Beast palette by Lorac, which is still available. I'll link it down below. Like I said in that video, Lorac shadows are super, super good. They're pigmented and they blend beautifully. They're just powdery, so if you don't like shadows with kick up, you are not gonna like Lorac shadows at all. Taking that same fluffy brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Walnut. And I'm just gonna kind of go back over that to deepen it. I'm gonna go for a warmer color, or a warmer look I mean, today, because when I did the first look on my blog post I used these pretty mauvey purple colors, and so I wanted to do something different today. So we're gonna go warm, going into the shade Maple, that same fluffy brush. Once again, just kind of going over it. I'm gonna kind of just brush it over most of the lid, just to kind of bring some warmth to the center of the lid a little bit. Take it up into the crease too. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Vintage, just more cool tone brown. I'm just going to put that in the actual crease and into the outer V, just to give it the more shadowy, depth of a cool tone would give. Taking a flat synthetic brush, I'm going to go into the shade Cider, and I'm going to pat this all over the lid. I love Lorac shimmers, but they do have fallout. I don't know if you can really see, but there's a tiny bit of fallout. But they're really good shimmers. I have the Mega Pro 3, obviously, and I have the Mega Pro 2. I really wish that they would, bring back the Mega Pro 1, that way I would have all of them. That would be super cool. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Brown Sugar, and I'm going to put that on the outer part, because I want it to stay shimmery, but I want it to be a little deeper. Now I'm going to go into the shade Kava and put that on the inner portion of the lid, just to kind of brighten that part up a little. Oh, this is a beautiful shade. If you haven't been able to tell by watching my other videos, I love shimmery highlight shades. They're my favorite. We're going to move to the bottom lash line now. And basically what I did to the top, matte wise, I'm going to do the bottom. So starting with the shades Tan and Toffee, I'm going to run that all along my lower lash lines. Going into the shade Walnut, I'm going to then put that on the outer half. Taking my flat definer brush, I'm going to go into the shade Maple, and then just put that right on the outer section right there. This got a little smokier than I wanted it to, but it still looks good. Not gonna worry about it. I want to darken up here just a little bit more, so I'm gonna take What am I going to take? I'm going to take the shade Bark. And just kind of rub that in the outer corner to darken it. Since we're going smoky, might as well just keep making it more smoky. I'm now going to take Tarte's Inner Rim Liner and I'm going to put that in my waterline. So now that I've tight lined, I'm going to go in with Hickory. And I'm going to kind of smudge this into my lash line to use as liner. For my inner corners, I'm going to go into the shade Snow. I'm also going to do something I don't normally do and put it on the brow bone too. Now here is the finished eye look, and so now I'm going to go in and put on mascara and lashes and I'll be right back. I just got into a fist fight with my fake eyelashes, so if they look bad, I apologize. But here is the final look. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. This palette retails for $59, which is a little steep, but I mean for all of these beautiful shadows. 2 rows of matte, 2 rows of shimmer, I mean it is a great palette. If these colors call to you, you need to get this palette before it's gone forever. Forever. They keep making limited edition products that aren't limited edition anymore, but that's a story for another day. But anyway, I will link my blog post down below where I have all of the swatches and I have another look, and the full review is on that blog post. So I hope you enjoyed this look and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to subscribe, please feel free, and I'll see you next time. Bye.